Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen wa sallallahu wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa sallam amma ba'd. Ahabati fillah, continuing on with this beautiful advice from Imam Abdul Muhsin Al-Abbaad, hafidhullah ta'ala. He said, وَأَوْصِيكُمْ بِأَخْذِ بِأَسْبَابِ السَّعَادَةِ وَحَذَرًا مِنْ وُقُوعِ فِي أَسْبَابِ الشَّقَاوَةِ. He said, and I advise you to take the various channels to happiness and warn you against falling into the reasons for your sadness. قال الله عز وجل, and Allah the Almighty says, من عمل صالحا من ذكر والأنثى وهو مؤمن فنحيينه حياة طيبة ونجزينهم أجرهم بأحسن ما كانوا يعملون. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says في كتاب الكريم, and whoever does righteous deeds from amongst the males and the females, and he's a believer, then we will give him an excellent life, hayatan tayyiba, and we have prepared for them a reward, or that which is excellent and great from those things which for that which they used to do, ya'malun. Here we see ahabati fillah, the Shaykh again is extending, and this is all a part of one advice, and we'll just go through some of it. Beautiful scholarly advice. Beautiful scholarly advice from an Imam, Imam Abdul Muhsin Al-Abbaad, hafidhullah ta'ala. And he's talking about those things which can bring us happiness and avoiding those things which bring you sadness. And that seems like an obvious thing, but many of us don't realize that. We don't really know what that means Islamically, because we indulge in activities which bring us no benefit in this life nor the hereafter. In fact, we involve ourselves in things which bring us sin. And I'm going to just give one example because it just kind of dawned on me. For example, people who cut and paste on the internet, and they troll and leave evil comments. When they're leaving those evil comments, I am sure most of the people, especially if they are Muslim, I'm addressing Muslims, that they would not bring an evil comment if they thought they were going to bring, that there was going to be an evil result. As the Sheikh said, وَأُوصِيكُمْ بِأَخْذِ بِأَسْبَابِ السَّعَادَةِ, and I advise you to take the means for happiness. وَحَذَرْ مِنْ وُقُوعِ فِي أَسْبَابِ الشَّقَاوَةِ, and I'm warning you against the reasons that will cause you sadness and displeasure and harm. And from amongst those reasons is that you spread evil. So if you spread evil, either in the masjid, or in the greater community, or in the world community, just think how much more sin you get when you lie about someone, when you speak ill about someone without the right to do so. I'm not talking about refuting Ahl Bid'ah, because that is from the deen. And I'm not talking about warning against someone who's doing fisk and sinfulness. No. But even with that, they have a right that you don't tajawaz, you don't go beyond the bounds. So this is immense advice. Then he mentioned an ayat, he says, whoever does righteous deeds from amongst male and females, letting us know that men and women, we all receive reward for our good deeds. And then he said, وَهُوَ مُؤْمِن, lazim mu'min, he has to be a believer. Then we have prepared for them a beautiful life. They will get a beautiful life. And we have prepared for them immense reward. So this is what the reward they'll get in the hereafter for what they used to do. وقال تعالى فمن يعمل مثقال ذرة خيرا يرى ومن يعمل مثقال ذرة شرا يرى. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says in Kitab al-Kareem, and whoever does even an atom's weight of righteousness will see it. You know, it's going to be seen on the day of judgment on your scale. And whoever does a atom's weight of shar, they will see it. It's going to be seen. And it is seen by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So be careful of what you do. Be careful of what you say. Be careful of what you speak about. Be careful of, this is a caution for us all as believers. وقال تعالى يا أيها الذين آمنوا قوا أنفسكم وأهليكم نارا وقودها الناس والحجارة عليها ملائكة غلاظ شداد لا يعصون الله ما أمرهم وَيَفْعَلُونَ مَا يُؤْمَرُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says في كتاب الكريم, O you who believes, he's addressing the believers, save yourselves and your families from the fire. That's an advice for us. We better get right and save ourselves and our families from the hellfire. And وَقُودُهَا النَّاسُ وَالْحِجَارَةِ that its fuel is mankind and stones. The malaika are guarding this, and they're shadid. They don't refuse any of the commandments that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, they don't compromise at all. They fulfill the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala perfectly, what they're commanded from Him. وَيَفْعَلُونَ مَا يُؤْمَرُونَ, and they do what they are ordered. Ahabati fillah, here Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is addressing us as believers. And He's telling us to save ourselves and our families from the fire. So that means we have to give our family their rights. Even if you don't have ilm, teach your family by reading something. Every Muslim household during Ramadan should be opening up Riyadh Salihin. Read one hadith to your family. Don't watch football all the time. Don't involve in sports all the time. Don't involve in those things that bring you no benefit. Fi dunya wala akhirah. But do something good for yourself and your soul. Remind yourself. Go over one ayat. Read one ayat of tafsir to your family and benefit your soul. And we ask Allah the Almighty to accept our good and forgive our evil, and bless us to benefit from this beautiful advice from our Shaykh Imam Abdul Muhsin Al-Abbaad. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala preserve him and extend his life and bless us all with ilm nafi, rizq tayyib wa amal mutaqabbal. Anything I said that was correct from Allah Azza wa Jal, anything I said that was incorrect was from myself and the shaitan. Wa sallallahu alaihi wa sallam ala nabiyyina Muhammad.